Hello everyone, this is Moshe, the Electric Israeli, and today I'm going to do a very important, informative video. But first, again, I always want to thank my subscribers and my patrons and my supporters. So don't forget to subscribe and support my channel by becoming a patron. So today I am going to talk about one of the core issues for adapting into an electric car, whether it's a pure electric or plug-in hybrid. So way back when President Bush was president, Congress passed a law. It's called the Federal Tax Exempt, something like that, for plug-in hybrid and for pure electric car. What basically it is that a car, depending on the size of the battery, will get up to $7,500 off your taxable money. Now, how does the tax work? And that's, you can ask your tax attorney. This is not what it is about. But I tell you personally, I've benefited from this tax incentive twice. Got a nice reduction on my tax, which resulted in a refund. So depending on what tax bracket you are, and depending what plug-in hybrid or electric car you buy, you are eligible to up to $7,500. For example, the Chevy Volt and the Nissan Leaf are eligible for the full $7,500. The Toyota Prime gets, I think, $4,500 or $4,800 or something like that. Now, it is not in perpetuity, it's not forever. When the car manufacturer reaches 200,000 sales of plug-in hybrid and pure electric car, then the incentive goes to 50% in the next 2 quarters, and then eventually it goes away completely. So that was back 10 years ago. So now there are 6 manufacturers, and when I say manufacturers, so when I say BMW, I don't mean BMW i3. I said any car that BMW makes, any car that Tesla makes, any car that GM makes that is a plug-in hybrid or pure electric counts towards the 200,000. You understand? So here's a list of 6 manufacturers that are getting close to it. So start with number 6. And that is BMW, who so far sold 63,886 cars. The next one is Toyota, number 5, and they sold 74,643 cars, pure electric and plug-in hybrid. Ford, surprisingly, has passed the 100,000 mark, selling 100,006,267. Now the next 3 have a very good chance actually to get to 200,000 this year. So number 3 is Nissan, not surprising, with their Nissan Leaf in America, and only Nissan Leaf. I'm talking about, by the way, if I didn't make it clear, it sells in the United States, not around the world. Obviously, they sell more around the world. So Nissan sold in the United States 117,372. Will they go this year? Probably. If they do, it's probably at the end of the year. GM, in my opinion, can get there within 6 months with 176,083. So between the Volt and the Bolt and the Chevy Spark, which I don't think they make anymore, they have a chance to probably break it at the end of this year. Now Tesla, and that is a big one, probably on pace to get to 200,000 in 2 months, maybe 3. If they manipulate deliveries and all that, they can get into it in 2 to 3 months. And they sold 177,651 Teslas of all kinds, all the 3 models. So, what does that mean to you? What should you do? Well, get an electric car now, or a plug-in hybrid now and enjoy the incentives. Right now, don't wait. Those who wait don't have dinner. The second thing you can do is remember that in certain states, even when these federal tax credits go, there are still incentives. For example, in New Jersey, if you buy a pure electric car, you do not pay sales tax, which is a big ticket, 7.5%. In California and I think New York State, you get up to $2,500 in addition. So there are more incentive per state that's going to be left, but that's a big one. Like for some people, it makes a big difference. So you can get into an EV or plug-in hybrid right away in the next 3 to 6 months, depending on the car, the type of car that you want. That's number one. Number two, in my opinion, and I always a big promoter of that, is get into the used EV. 2 to 4-year-old EV will, at the end of the day, will cost you much less than what you will get in incentives from the federal government. My opinion. And that's always going to be the case. As you know, I did a video about it just the other day, that new cars lose 60% of their value within the first 2 years. So you can buy 2-3-year-old Leaf or Tesla or whatever, even though Teslas do retain good value. But for everybody else, you can get a car for 50% less that has 2 years or 3 years on the road, 30 to 50,000 miles. And these cars can go for a long time. So there is hope. I mean, it's not like if these incentives go away, then you're out of luck. So what do you think about that? Huh? What do you think about that? Let me know in the comments. Meantime, help me change the world one electric car at a time, whether it's new or used. Same results. And don't forget to subscribe to my awesome channel and become a patron of mine and help the Electric Israeli grow and expand. All right, guys, see you next time.